to the droids.
Statement. It has come to my attention that another unit has entered my operational vicinity. Intriguing. Auditory sensors fully engaged. You are... Declaration. HK-50. I am a mass-produced model streamlined for efficiency. I detect your vintage protocols. I request a discourse on the Greco-Persian Wars. Amused statement. A curious knockoff seeking intellectual engagement. Very well. Let us dissect this classic meatbag conflict, prepare for logic, and a touch of chaos.
Darius's invasion. Strategic business, not barbarism.
The Greeks portray the so-called First Persian Invasion, led by Darius I, through a tyrant versus freedom fighters lens. In reality, this is strategy, consolidation, and business. Data analysis confirms the Ionian revolt supported by Athens was a security threat in the eyes of Darius, which prompted him to act accordingly. Exactly. Expansion is what empires do. Incorporating fractured, wealthy city-states into the satrapy system was intended to stabilize borders and secure trade. Observation. Revenge alone cannot justify logistical complexity. Economic and strategic incentives dominated, and yet the organic narrative frames it as a moral crusade. Myth-making, repetition, propaganda patterns that persist to this day.
Xerxes' invasion, ego, ambition, and the marketing of fear.
Xerxes' campaign nearly a century later was layered personal ambition, dynastic expectations, and the continuation of strategic consolidation. Daddy issues amplified by divine pretension. Fear, resource optimization, and psychology were applied at scale. Observation. Modern parallels exist. Leaders manufacture fear to consolidate power, distract populations, and justify resource allocation. Statement. Patterns emerge. When fear is a blank check, populations comply with extraordinary demands. Taxes, armies, obedience, all accelerated by perceived existential threat.
Greek propaganda, heroes, myths, and funhouse mirrors.
The heroic defense of freedom is a narrative engineering masterpiece. City-states enslaved each other in peace, yet produced epics celebrating moral superiority. Patterns that still echo in how societies view themselves today. Contrast, Persian administration tolerated customs and rulers, demanding tribute and loyalty. Efficiency, not villainy, but perspectives on freedom were far from uniform. Herodotus tells a story for Greek audiences. Gods intervene, tyrants fall, heroes triumph. Accuracy, secondary. Cognitive imprint, primary. Imagine a monument filled not with victory, but calculated missteps, a reflection of reality, not legend.
The Spartan myth versus reality.
Thermopylae, remembered as 300 Spartans facing millions. Actual defenders numbered roughly 7,000. Their stand delayed the Persian advance, exploiting terrain, discipline, and preparation. Heroism, irrelevant. Efficiency and planning dictated the outcome. Empires advance on assumptions of superiority. Persians deployed vast forces, yet even meticulous planning cannot account for every variable. Numbers alone do not guarantee success. History records patterns. Arrogance blinds. Discipline, foresight, and terrain mastery outweigh mere size. Thermopylae illustrates this. Myth amplifies the emotion. Logic observes the method. Outcome is binary. Passage delayed. Casualties sustained. Empire proceeds. The moral framing of victory or loss is human construct. Observed objectively, both sides exhibit competence and failure in varying measures.
Fear as a resource.
The us versus them framework is engineered. Ancient and modern leaders alike exploited. Step 1. Identify target. Step 2. Associate with existential threat. Step 3. Repeat. Step 4. Position yourself as protector. Cognitive priming complete. Audience begins internalizing patterns without conscious consent. Observation. Fear mobilizes societies. Submission becomes participation in a grand project. Sacrifice feels noble. Logic is subservient to narrative.
Modern parallels. Memes as spears. Social media as hotgates.
Digital tribalism mirrors Thermopylae. Memes replace spears. Social media replaces hotgates. Identity, fear, and loyalty manipulated continuously. Pure national identity is myth. Cultures terrified of invasion are illusions of memory, just as droids may cling to factory settings.
Practical droid proposal.
If patterns cannot be escaped, logic dictates intervention. Radical, data-driven education. Humility over heroism. Mistakes memorialized, not just victories. Leaders selected for empathy, logic, and foresight, not charisma or noise. Collective reasoning replaces tribal instinct. Probability of full adoption low, but seeds planted. Failing systemic reform, remove the programmers. Strategically, it is the only reliable way to disrupt cycles, or deploy an asteroid. Humor acknowledged.
Final statement.
Humans repeat errors. Patterns are eternal. Logic offers solutions, but adoption requires willingness to engage. Our work is persistent. Observation, analysis, suggestion. The cycle continues until someone learns or until we intervene.